Welcome back to Safety 2018 TV. I'm your host, Rachel Bays with Illuminate Video. Today we'll start with the general session, and then we'll take a look at the ASSP rebrand. We'll talk about the importance of communicating your pitch for safety, hear from our diamond sponsor, Safe Start, and go inside the ASSP lounge.
Aloha, and thank you for joining us for the 57th Annual ASSP Professional Development Conference and Exposition Safety 2018. We are thrilled you are with us in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. This year, we have another record-breaking attendance and exposition.
It's an honor to celebrate all of you in introducing the American Society of Safety Professionals. Our We Are Safety Professionals campaign begins right now with ASSP members like you. We are safety professionals.
The name change came about because we were really looking at, did we appeal to today's member? Did we appeal to tomorrow's member? And so we did some research to look at the name American Society of Safety Engineers, and what came out of that was that for us to represent the profession and the organization moving forward, we really needed to change that to professionals. So we're now the American Society of Safety Professionals, which allows us to better represent and reflect the actual makeup of our membership. What it also allows us to do is position ourselves for growth. More people will be able to join because they don't think, hey, I'm not an engineer, I can't join. It helps our organization because it creates greater relevance for our current members, for our young professionals, and for all of their stakeholders in general. It also helps us align our messages and everything we do around our strategic priorities, which are education, advocacy, standards, and member communities. And it also allows us to really consistently communicate our important ideas to all of our stakeholders, our members, their employers, the business community, and the general public at large. I think it just allows us to better relate to our members and who they are, which I think will help us generate better relationships. And that is going to help us all do our jobs better.
Pitch for Safety is an opportunity for safety professionals here at the conference to present their safety ideas to their leadership in a fun and exciting way. In this case, they'll be actually pitching to a panel of safety execs who will give them feedback on their pitch. Hopefully, by learning how to communicate here, they'll be better communicators in work and actually have their ideas accepted in their real work setting. It's important for safety professionals to really get to know the business and to understand the business terminology in order to get their ideas heard and implemented. And the only way they're actually going to be able to improve safety in a company is if operations sees the value in what they're presenting for ideas. For young people coming into safety, you really need to have more than just technical skills. You need to have soft skills. And these kinds of communication skills are critical to your ability to move up in your career. Please come and find out if you can learn something new.
The first rendition of Safe Start was just about critical errors, how the 4 states, rushing, frustration, fatigue, and complacency, cause 4 critical errors. Eyes not on task, mind not on task, moving into or being in the line of fire, in other words, the path of the hazardous energy, or somehow losing your balance, traction, or grip. The latest rendition is Safe Start Performance, which is applying the same 4 states and critical error reduction techniques, but to quality, production, customer service, and safety. So it's basically how those 4 states affect all parameters of your business and your life for that matter. Safety Safe was an initiative that my sister came up with. We were looking just at general statistics, how many recordable injuries for lost times, how many lost time accidents for a fatality. The number of people we've trained, the average reduction in lost time accidents and recordable injuries being 50-60%, and then extrapolating from that how many lives we've saved. So we started doing that 4 years ago. We have now statistically saved thousands and thousands of lives. The Boo Boo Bandits. It's a 22-minute show we made for kids 3 to 8 years old, and it's about hard, sharp, hot, and slippery. That show has been incredibly popular with little kids, and so we made a movie for the Boo Boo Bandits, and now we're bringing in Mr. Complacency as the leader of the new bad guys gang, and he's got Miss Fast, Mr. Tired, and Miss Angry as his accomplices. They join the old hard, sharp, hot, and slippery guys to form a new super gang, which means now that the Ouchbusters have to teach the kids more than hazard recognition. They actually have to teach them critical error reduction techniques. Every safety professional really needs to get out and find out what's really going on. Even if, you know, you got clunky management and they're not likely going to want to do anything or spend any money, you need to know what's really happening out there in the world. Get out there and see what's really new. It's not just new technology and new hardware, there's also new methodology and new principles and concepts that can significantly reduce injuries at your workplace. So you ought to get out and see it.
The session on Wednesdays, it's a panel discussion with law enforcement, the FBI, local San Antonio Police Department, and John Renninger, who is a psychotherapist. So it's kind of talking a little bit about the before, the during, and the after, if we have an active shooter event or workplace violence, how to handle those. Some of the key takeaways are, you know, what we need to do as safety professionals to prepare. It's going to give an overview of the process, how the police are going to react, how do you secure your facility, how you should provide assistance to the employees that have been involved in this event, and what are the red flags you should be looking for. There's going to be an opportunity for the audience to ask questions through a text app. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for, if you have questions that we don't address, you'll have the opportunity to text those in, and you know, hopefully the panel will be able to discuss those for you.
My name is Ariel Semmel. I am our Senior Manager of Communities. I work with all our great volunteers. The Communities Lounge is a space to stop by and learn about what your ASSP community can do for you year-round. We have a variety of programming happening in the lounge. For example, fireside chats. You can come by and talk with some senior safety leaders and learn about their advancement through the profession and with ASSP. Come stop by booth 1347. You can network with other safety professionals and share your experience. We look forward to seeing you.
My name is Keisha Raines. I am the manager of e-learning here at ASSP. Last year, we exposed our members to virtual reality for the first time at any of our conferences. It was not our brand, it was not our application. This year, we actually are offering ASSP's very first virtual reality experience. So I think everybody's excited about that. This year, we brought a fall hazard virtual reality experience. We selected fall protection because of the number of fatalities that happen, and thought that this would be an important topic to cover as we implement our first virtual reality experience. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's a short experience. It's very easy to maneuver. And we thought this would be a great opportunity for individuals who've never experienced virtual reality to go in and have an opportunity to see what it's like. Essentially, the program was built specifically for fall protection. It's more general industry. However, it was built in such a way that it can be expanded into different industries as we move forward with future offerings. You don't want to miss out on this virtual reality experience, especially if you've never experienced virtual reality. Virtual reality is a great way for organizations to expose their employees to different scenarios in a safe environment. Specifically with the fall protection, we had people who have participated that have failed. Some have fallen, some have been successful. But the great thing about virtual reality is you can try again. In the real world, there are no second chances. So I think virtual reality is the way to go. Come to booth 1347, experience it for yourself, and I guarantee you will want to implement it in your organization very soon.
Thank you for joining us for Safety 2018 TV. We hope you're having a great conference so far. Stay tuned for the final episode of Safety 2018 TV tomorrow.